Oh my.
Got to laugh to an extent, haven't
Hello,
Come on.
everybody. Welcome to today's stream. As you can tell from my Borussia Dortmund kit, the German Giants are taking part in football today. It is Chelsea versus Borussia Dortmund. An English side struggling domestically versus a German side gunning for the Bundesliga title in what is seemingly, and what is supposed to be, a one-club league. So it demonstrates how impressive they've been this season. Over the course of the next couple of hours, we are going to see who is actually going to go through. This is the second leg. Joe Cole wearing a cheeky flat cap as well as brown brogues today. Chelsea have the 1-0 advantage on the aggregate. That is a thing. But it's all to play for. It really is all to play for. And it's exciting times. I didn't see all of the first leg, but I did see the extended highlights, and it seems, the way I interpreted it, it seems that Chelsea actually dominated the play, but they were caught on the sucker punch, one counter-attack, and that was all it took for Dortmund to get the dub. So Chelsea not rewarded for their dominance. They obviously go down 1-0. Caught on the counter-attack it was Adeyemi, I believe, going through against Enzo Fernandez, and Adeyemi is actually out as well. I was going to ask, where is he? But he is out. We'll have a look at the squad and the injury situation shortly. You can see I am sporting a Dortmund kit. I'll get into who I want to win shortly. I am wearing the Dortmund kit because Dortmund are playing, and we rarely do Dortmund streams, so I thought it apt to do that. It's a nice kit as well, to be honest. Let's be honest. Look at it. It's pretty beautiful. I do like this, a more classic Adidas logo. I'm going to do an experimentation thing, so bear with me. Bear with me, chaps. Don't worry about it. I'm zooming in on my crotch. That is absolutely fine. Absolutely fine, ladies and gentlemen. Don't you worry about it. We're going to see if this works. This is on the fly. This is on the fly. Let's see if that works. Interesting. So that does work. Okay. Will, you're the first here. Can I get your thoughts? What do you think about the fact we're now in 24 frames per second? Do you think it actually makes a difference, or do you prefer the 60 frames per second? Basically, it's not smooth right now. It's more cinematic in terms of style. Let me know what you think if you actually care at all. I'm thinking about it for a vibe. I might change it up. Who knows? But I'd be interested to hear what you think. If you care at all. If you don't care, then that's absolutely fine as well. But you say you've started a Hazard versus Salah debate with Liam and Baldy for vibes. Of course you have. It should look like, you see, no, I will look the same, but like, so for example, like this, see how it's sort of like not as flowy? It's because it's in 24 frames, not 60. Yeah. If it looks the same, it looks the same. Why is TTV saying boo already? Hello, how are you doing? Jack, wait, tell me to shut up. I'm literally wearing a Dortmund kit. It still looks fluid. Oh, okay. Well, I'll do it like that. Maybe you can like pause and go back. Hello, Ethan. So sorry, guys, get a mental note of what I'm doing right now, yeah? A mental note of this. It will zoom back in because of the way the lens works. So see how like fluid or lack thereof I am right now, yeah? Okay. Now keep that mental image. Keep it. Keep it tucked away in your brain and your soul. Now look. You see how that is much more fluid? And also the lens is slightly darker, but that's not really relevant for the question I'm asking. Let me know if you actually care or not, or whether you think it looks more cinematic where it's not as fluid. Hello, Nicholas. How are we doing? Of course I've got on a Dortmund kit. Look at how beautiful it is. Look how beautiful it is. Wait, the game's been delayed? What aids? Nothing changed apart from brightness, really? Well, I'll look. Maybe it's just because I'm more used to seeing the difference in 60 and 24 FPS. Maybe it's just my trained and keen eye. I'll have a look afterwards. But yeah, the brightness will change, and also the camera will have zoomed in more because the lens is going from 6K to 4K. So that is the thing. But yeah, Nicholas, how are you doing? Ethan, you're the GOAT. How are you doing? Hazard's clear of Salah because he's got more major trophies. But yeah, I didn't even realize the game had been delayed, to be honest. I was just eating some sea bass, and now I'm here. So that's the thing. And I've still got some garlic peas to eat as well. It says 10 past 8 on, and they are meant to kick off at 8. Yeah. Yeah, 10 past 8. I don't know why. My camera is 6K quality, Will. I'll have you know. It's a 6K quality camera. Only the finest for you guys. Only the finest of investments in equipment. You're doing good. You're recovering. I'm actually ill, but I'm recovering. Well, excellent stuff. Not that you're ill, obviously. We don't want to wish an illness upon you. But excellent stuff that you are recovering. Love that from you. Let me know what your ailment was. Was it scurvy? Was it gonorrhea? What was it? Let me know. Hopefully you're all right. If it was actually serious, then I'll stop making jokes about it. But hopefully it was just a cold or something. Hey, guys, get your score predictions in. TTV that reckons 2-0 to Dortmund. I'm actually going to go... Now, if you haven't told me score prediction, let me know. I'm going to go Chelsea to win. This is what I predicted on the podcast, the Knobcast. I said Chelsea to win 2-1, I think. But then we'll go to penalties. And... Chelsea will win on penalties. That's my prediction. That's my thought process. Oi, chat, don't mean a stomach virus. Okay, Nicholas. Well, I send you my well wishes. I hope you are okay. It's just if I want to win. I probably fear Dortmund more than Chelsea. So I'd rather Chelsea go through. From a City perspective, as you know, under the assumption that we might get one of these, maybe in the next round if City go through. Obviously, I want the stronger side to get knocked out. I feel like Dortmund are a stronger team this season than Chelsea by a fair margin. So I'd rather Chelsea go through from that perspective. Chelsea 2-0, Dortmund's keeper reeks. Oh, wow. Jack with a... Yeah, the keeper wasn't the one I thought it was going to be, Jack. What's the deal there? And Will asks a good question. Hello, DR. I want everyone to get involved in the chat here. Because this has been like a sort of like... I feel like this has been a debate for like years now. And it's always interesting to hear different people's points of view on it. So Will asks, who is better? In fact, can I highlight it? I want everyone to get involved in this, as I say. It's a good talking point. So Will, look at Will in his little suit, or a big suit. He asks, who is better, Hazard or Salah? And if you want to differentiate between, you know, the peak of their powers, or a prime being like a series of seasons, or overall as a Premier League player, or just a player overall, let me know what you guys think is the answer to that one. It'd be interesting to hear from you. Will, I know you've asked a question, but I'd also like to hear from you as well. And if you give like maybe a few reasons as well, that would be interesting to hear. I think it's always an interesting debate, that sort of stuff. Whilst you guys are thinking about that, I'm just going to have a look at the teams. Ethan, love you. And what am I looking at? Oh yes, I was having a look at the bench. It's sort of what I expect from Chelsea. There is no Badiashile because he's not registered for the squad, I believe. Who can they bring off the bench? Mudryk. That's probably about it, really. Mount suspended. Thiago Silva's injured. Kante's injured. Mendy's injured. Azpilicueta's injured. Broja is injured. For Dortmund, Ryson's not available. Mokoka's injured. Murray's injured. Adiemi, that's huge. Injured. Duranville, I know him from FM. He's injured. And Kamara is also injured. So lots of injuries going on. Corbell is on the bench, but Jack's told me he's not fully fit. So it's Dortmund's second best keeper. Hello, Dixter. I've genuinely no idea, to be honest. I have actually no clue. I wasn't really paying attention to the explanation. Ethan reckons 2-1 to Chelsea. Here we go. This is good from Will. I want everyone to give me their thoughts on who's better, Salah or Hazard, and compared to prime, peak, overall. So you can use whatever parameters you want. Will says Hazard at his peak, Salah in his prime, Hazard in terms of Premier League legacy. Both won the league once. Hazard's best Premier League season is better than Salah's. So that cements his legacy and peak over Salah. Salah's had a better prime because he's had consistent elite years at a higher level than Hazard did. Yeah, that's definitely, I think, sounds better. I definitely would say that Salah, apart from even in his like off season when like, you know, Liverpool struggled in like, what was it, 1920? I can't remember the year. Hello, Tab. He wasn't like bad by any means, whereas Hazard had at least one, maybe even two seasons where basically, you know, him and the Chelsea team down tools. So I think it's fair enough to say that prime in the course of a few seasons would be that. I think I would agree with that. And in terms of peak, it's a tricky one because Salah obviously had that season where he broke all those goal scoring, where he broke the record for, you know, Premier League goals in a 38-game season, and he broke the record in all comps. But But I do think that at the absolute peak of their powers, who is a more unstoppable player? Probably Hazard. It's very tricky because they're two very different players. One's like, you know, known for more like efficiency in front of goal. Hazard, not. So I think I'd probably agree with that line of thinking, Will, to be fair. I probably do think that's a fair analysis, yeah. I'd probably go with that. I think that the best version of Hazard is a better player than the best version of Salah. But in terms of like a consistency basis, Salah never really properly dropped off, whereas Hazard at least once like dropped off. So I think that's fair to say. But what do you guys think? Is that a Columbia shirt? No, it's a Dortmund kit, Tayab. I think it's fair to say the best version of Hazard's better than the best version of Salah as a footballer. I think that's fair to say. Imagine this rule of football: red card does not get the player sent off. The other team picks a player from the bench. 12v11. Do a yellow card Simbin as well, IMO. The Dortmund bus arrived late. Well, that was careless of them. That was very careless. The races when they finished 10th had me thinking Hazard was a fraud. I think he was, and again, just to like sort of defend Hazard for a second, I think he was carrying a big injury throughout all of that. I might be wrong, but I think he was carrying a huge injury throughout all of that season, or you know, like a niggling injury throughout that season. So it's a bit tricky as well. And also Chelsea just as a whole were struggling. Neither of them close to Cole Palmer. Brilliant. Tip says, I'd rather watch Hazard, but I think Salah is more complete. And DR says, Hazard, when I watch Hazard, I go, wow, I don't get that with Salah. I also feel Hazard can't be replaced, whereas Salah can. In 50 years, you'd remember Hazard, and you might not remember Salah as much. Have I made a video on the Liverpool United game? Yes, Digster. That was the most recent podcast where me and Gasky, my Manchester United friend and co-host, discussed it for 20 minutes. Podcast is under an hour. Thank you, Tab, for the Fs. Yes, if you'd like to give it a listen to afterwards, you're more than welcome to. It's the Knobcast on YouTube and Spotify and Apple Podcasts, and wherever you get an Audible, wherever you get your podcasts, basically, is where the Knobcast is. Will says his performance has started to pick up towards the end. He also had that game versus Spurs where he scored the goal that won Leicester the title, the Battle of the Bridge, was it? I watched what Gasky thought about my back four take. He was more sympathetic than I thought he'd be. Fair enough. If anyone says about the United to me, I'll cry. Says TTV. I'm sure that's got to get brought up at some point, TTV. I mean, I obviously had to talk about it with Gasky at length, considering it was a podcast. Hello, Soward. How you doing? George has got a 2-0 prediction. Lovely profile picture, George. This is a cheeky stick, man. Chelsea versus Spurs at the Bridge is always physical. Let's get physical. Physical. Oh, Benfica have already scored, I think. Oh, but ruled out for offside. What an L. But it's still 2-0 on aggregates. Let's be honest. Bruges not coming through, surely. I'm not watching the game today. There's a bigger one on. Will, you can keep me updated with what I assume is the Borough game. What is it? Who are they playing? Let me know. Oh, Spurs have against AC Milan as well. Hello, Musty. How you doing, man? Let me get the AC Milan game up as well. Forza Parker Ball. Is that on today or is that on tomorrow? Have I made that up? Is it on tomorrow? Oh, yeah. It'd be really hard for me to get the AC Milan game up because it's not on right now. I'll do that tomorrow, lol. Reading, Sheffield United. Why is that a big game, Will? Is it because Sheffield United are automatic promotion rivals? Is that why? I bet the Dortmund bus crashed into a Ford driven by a middle-aged mum who did not turn her indicators on. Amazing. Look at football always. This beautiful gold chat badge. Look at it. Look at it. He's got the Premier League trophy and everything. Look at that. You can't see the emojis on stream, sadly, but you can see them in the chat. We love that. West Ham versus Cyprus FC. Watch along the foot. Nicholas says, you get a lot of goals with Salah, Hazard. You get more than just goals. Watching Hazard was just pleased to the eye, especially in 14-15. Yeah, I think it's fair to say that overall, as a player, in respect of the peak of their powers, I probably want him, but that's my take. Forza Derby says, Tayab, you are special football always. You're a beautiful man. Oi, Jack, you little knoblet fraud. I'd love to make it so that Nobblets had a special thing, but I can only do it for Twitch subscribers, which I don't offer, and YouTube members. Diggs is lurking, we'll love that. The mighty Borough are coming up. No cap. They are getting promoted. Whether automatic or not. A golf watch along. Not sure about that. Dortmund won every game this year. They're not going to lose to this Chelsea team, so football always. Well, Chelsea were arguably the better side in the first leg. They're going to have to carry that form over into this game and actually hope to try to convert into some goals. But with the likes of Havertz up top, almost definitely not. This team just had a striker. I mean, Sterling would flourish. He would flourish if he had an actual number 9 to work with. Tell that right now. Give my man or Seaman. Give my man Seaman. Give Sterling Seaman and he will pop off. Borough are going to miss out on autos by 1.1L. We dicked rating 5-0 Saturday. Now we need them to beat Sheffield United and finish the 0 chance to do anything. Hey, stranger things have happened. Stranger things have happened. Oh, by the way, the Noblet Hall of Fame has been updated, as have Nob Coins. I'm going to need the moderators and admins in the server some thoughts on what their name badges should be, because at the moment, Noblet King, for like a non-moderator, is a certain colour. Should there be a different role and colour for moderators / admins? I will need to have that discussion at some point. Brant Masterclass, Jack says. Hello, Amy. Afternoon from the US. Paramount Plus has the multicast with Benfica and Bruges at the same time. I'm so jealous of like foreign offerings. Have I seen the Jude news? I have not. Is it more confirmation she's going to Liverpool? Question mark. Let's see how Chelsea do without Thiago Silva. Indeed, yeah. There is no Thiago Silva. He is injured. As is Kante, Mendy, Aspilicueta. And there is no Badiashile either because he wasn't registered because they had too many players. Oh yeah, Will, you do. What was the bet again? Was it that... Did Pim say Jude's not going to leave... He's not going to leave Germany or something? 6-time quiz wins. Well, there's a role for the quiz winner, Tayab. That's the thing. Jude wants to play with the mighty Milner Henderson. I think he'll be edging them out, to be fair. Surely. There are Real Madrid reps in London discussing with Jude's reps. Interesting. This guy would have wanted Potter if he got 10th, but if Moyes gets 4 points of Champions League, he would say Potter's better. Moyes just stinks of shit. I'm sorry, DR, mate. Do you have 6, Tab? How many do you have, Tab? How many wins do you have? Is it 5 or what? Jude Casemiro. Is it really 6? I didn't realise we had that many. They had that many. Are you sure? That seems a lot. Yeah, the keeper's different. And Adeyemi's also not here as well. Moyes is 16th. He is indeed. And we'll be keeping a... He's won 3. Well, why have I been lied to? Why have I been lied to by Tayab, you dirty mare? You've only won 3. Not even 4. Not even 5. Never mind 6. You lying swine, Tayab. Kovacic, Enzo midfield is Smexy, says Musty. But so people don't realise the reason no big club wants Moyes is because he stinks of shit. I don't know, Will, I know. Cobell failed his fitness test. He's been quality this season. He's on the bench today, football always. Moyes 16th with this squad. Potter is mid-tier with 500 mil. But wasn't he like 7th or something last season? It's a pretty big fall. He does indeed, Amy. Remember Rice's haircuts earlier when he joined us? I hated them. I hate Sterling's hair now. I hate it when he does the stupid spider thing. He needs to go back to 17-18 and 18-19 hair where it's just clean, simple, gets the goals in. We love that. That's what we want to see from Raz. Streamline, slipstream. That's how it works. But no, there's the weird thing where he puts the metal in as well. And I'm like, stop it. Less of that, Raheem. You're a beautiful looking man with pretty eyelashes. Stop that. Less of that. I remember in his first seasons at Liverpool, he had that really tall hair. There we go, it kicked off. Chelsea versus Dortmund. Chelsea currently losing 1-0 before a ball has been kicked. My hair advice is fire. I do need a haircut. I'm going to have one next because I'm on holiday next Friday, so I'll have one before I go on holiday. Wilder is now the manager of Watford. What? Watford have sacked someone else? Again? What is their problem? It doesn't work. I made a YouTube video. Sacking managers does shit all. Fucking relegation teams and Watford are the worst at sacking managers, by the way. Watford are the worst club in respect of making gains from sacking managers. Objectively the worst. It all kicked off last time I went on holiday. But you see my wider point, though. DR says Carrick sings a shit. What the hell? That's not very nice. Bilic, West Ham legends. That man had Payet. Exactly, football always. Not wrong. Corner comes in. I thought they could have a shot then early on. João Felix clears it away. Loads of Dortmund fans travel seems like a Dortmund home match. Not surprising. A very loyal following. Here is Jude. Gets dispossessed, though, by Koulibaly. And here come Chelsea. Havertz is... If Sterling's onside here, this could be huge. He's got to finish this. Oh, take the shot, Raz. Oh, my God. I was offside anyway, but that is terrible, Raz. Come on, mate. I may have been on, you know. That's close. I mean, as much as I love Sterling, I adore Sterling. Everyone knows that. I will not miss that about him, because he would always do that. If he ever had to think about, a shot, he'd normally. I feel like he'd normally fuck it. I still love Sterling. I still adore the man. Still was a fantastic footballer for us, but that's a weakness of a game he was never able to iron out, and so far hasn't been able to iron out. If he has to, yeah, exactly, he shits himself in 1v1s. That's a shame. Because I do love Raz. But he does not have that killer instinct in 1v1s where he's got to think. I know it was offside, but there, he's just got to take it early and just commit. Oh, wait, don't mean to Sterling. Loads of smoke. Yes, there is. It's a lot of yellow smoke. That's what I'll use. That's why. That's why he got distracted by the smoke. That's why. Goodbye, Soud. Why is there so much smoke? Like, piss off, guys. More Sterling slander incoming. I'll never slander Sterling. He's my boy. He is my boy. But there are no doubt big weaknesses in his game. And that's probably the biggest one. And it was very frustrating. Especially over the last 2 seasons at City. Where he just like misses sitters or he just take the shot. But yeah. You finally off morning shift tomorrow. Yeah, DI, you've been working hard, man. Well done. Absolute scenes. And Dortmund already have an injury. I think it might be Brandt coming off. Why are Dortmund such an injury factory? McAtee! What's he done, Will? We like McAtee. Brandt scored 5 in his last 6. Big loss. Yeah, huge. And it just adds to Dortmund's injury list. Why are Dortmund masters of the injury? Well, the odd City recall McAtee. No. It's been a sad decline for him since that miss in 1920. His best season. Yeah, he's not been able to kick on. Yeah, he had that period where he was unreal. Kept getting into insane positions. And I think he got frustrated and not getting played as much. And, well, yeah. It's a shame. As I say, I love Raz. He's my boy. Jamie to come on. And Reina is on. So immediately, Brandt is off and Reina on. That's the wrong button, tee-hee. There we go. Big loss, as we say. Chelsea can get back into this game. He skinned 2 Reading lads, but it came to nothing after he made the pass. Where will he be playing his football in like 3 or 4 years, Will? I don't know if he's going to be good enough for City. Otherwise, we probably wouldn't have sent him on loan. Where do you think? What's City's record against Dortmund, asked Joe's. Good question. I know the first time unless we've played them before, you know, like the takeover, we drew at home against them. We then lost in Germany in like 2012. And we beat them and drew against them this season. And then in like the quarterfinals, we beat them and beat them. I think we played them 6 times, Jack. Oh, sorry, 4 times in 2 years. Yeah, we played them in 2012 as well. Yeah, I can't remember if it was a draw and a win or a win and a win. Oh, João Felix, that's lovely, and then good goalkeeping. I'm working realizing how much cheese is being sold. Why does everyone like cheese? Can see him at Brighton next season every time I watch him. I'm very, very impressed. Oh, that's good. So maybe an upper mid-table team. I'd love that. I'd love that for him. I've seen him very fleetingly for City, but when I watched him, I was like, right, he's a Premier League player. Maybe not at City, because that's a very high level to reach. But that's a good corner by Chilwell, and Koulibaly not able to do anything with it. That's a shame. Yeah, João Felix is very good. I think Pulisic will leave Chelsea, go to Newcastle. That could be an interesting signing, Amy, for sure. If your team was 7-0 down, would you cry? I mean, they have been beaten by that scoreline before, and no, I didn't cry. That's when, I mean, but it didn't happen against our arch rivals when we're supposed to be good, so, you know, probably not. Depends how old I am, I guess. Who were we just talking about then? We were just talking about James McAtee, football always, the City player on loan at Sheffield United. Shut up, Will. No, I didn't, because we still weren't good by that point. Players who play for City and Dortmund. Well, Gundogan, obviously. Haaland, obviously. Akanji. The more modern ones. For sure, for sure. Oh, here we go. That's a nice ball by João Felix. A good run by Havertz. He's got to score. And of course he doesn't, because it's Kai Havertz. This man only scores in Champions League finals against City. Really lovely ball by João Felix. He's got to get on that target, I think. That's terrible. Thoughts on the Weghorst stuff? What's Weghorst done? Has he been a naughty boy? Borough were actually a better side than City mid-2000s. That's so depressing. Havertz on the pitch, 10 men. Yeah, Havertz stinks of shit, man. Sancho counts. Yeah, technically, I guess. Yeah, technically played in our academy. Sancho. Cheese always gets restocked like it's nothing. The cows not get a rest. I guess not. Dairy in it. Oh, Felix is down. That is bad because he is a good player. Tap the Anfield sign. I mean, I wouldn't do it if I was a United player, but I mean, people like to look into stuff, don't they? Or Felix has rolled his ankle. Hopefully he's all right because he is a good player. Now, I don't know what to feel about Felix because I'm assuming he's not going to leave Atletico, hence he signs an extension. But let's say he does become a Chelsea player, which is great. It means they'll have like 3 players who'll have spent big money on, who are all like second strikers / like number 10s in like Havertz, Felix, and Nkunku. And that's where I'm a bit confused. Surely you've got to sell Havertz at that point, if that is the case. If I was Chelsea, I'd try to get rid of Havertz, to be honest, because I think he stinks of shit. Just seeing the members-only posts of your cat. Yeah, exactly, Football Always. I promise I will do more members-only posts in the future. I do promise. I just wanted that as a little placeholder. That's Evie when she was Bibi. He signed an extension so he doesn't leave on a free. But why would he sign an extension? Why wouldn't he just go, well, I'll just leave for free in the summer? I don't get that. I'm top 9k of FPL. Well done, Tay. I've smashed it. I've been doing absolutely dog since the World Cup. Nicholas says, Havertz is so much shit. 90 mil. I've seen much more from Grealish, yet we get more shit for that deal. Yeah, the Havertz one is... Havertz is... I don't even know what to think of Havertz. I just don't even know if he's good. There must be a player in there. I haven't seen it. Yellow cards for Bruges. If Sheffield don't go up, look for the club that buys Day because he's unreal. What positions he will? Is he a left back? Is he a left-footed centre half? There's more wheels or doors. No, the answer is wheels, and it's by a massive margin. It's by an unbelievable margin. You just think of Lego and the toy cars that they do, and you think of all the furniture that's got like wheels built into it. It's wheels by a huge margin. Havertz's shit verts in it. It's definitely wheels. It's 100% wheels. 100%. How many Lego cars are there in the world? I think Lego is the biggest manufacturer of cars. Every one car is at least 4 wheels. If someone could find out how many cars there are, that's probably more than the amount of doors in the world times a pretty penny. I would be willing to wager. I always captain... Well, I captained Tony this week because Tony played 2 games. Think of gears as well. Even if it's just cars, 6 wheels is 1 car, steering and spare, and that's if you don't count the engine. Yeah, it's wheels by a mental margin. It's not... I was amazed that was ever a debate. Yeah, it wasn't even close. A car has more doors than wheels. But a Lego car doesn't actually have any doors, does it? Because they don't open, do they? So it's not a door. It's not... Yeah, it's not even close. Hello, Ashu. How are you doing? Also, some cars don't have 4 doors. Some cars only have a couple doors. Anyway, what do you guys... Just ending that Havertz, Felix, and Kunku situation, what do you think is going to happen there? Do you think Felix are going to stay and they're going to sell Havertz? Do you think they're going to keep Havertz and not sign Felix? Or do you think they're going to try to somehow play all 3 of them? What do you think? Yeah, sure, I'm doing great. Buses have 1 door. Yeah, you think of all the HGVs and the lorries. It's like, it's mental. Toy houses, well, toy cars, DR. Like, no, it's not even close. It's not even close. In fact, can I find out how many cars Lego has? How many Lego cars are in the world? What a weird Google search. How many Lego cars are there in the world? 105. Well, that's not right, is it? There must be different variants. I have no idea how many there are then, but there must be millions. If not billions. Okay, maybe millions. But still. Yeah. It's a thing. It's a thing. Yeah, again, it doesn't come close to the it doesn't come close to the Lego one. How many cars do Lego produce? You'll never guess what company makes the world's most tires. I do know the answer, you fraud. Since 2011, Lego's held the Guinness World Record for being the world's largest manufacturer of tires. The official record per Guinness is the largest annual volume toy tire manufacturer ever, and though it includes specification toy, numbers surpass regular tire manufacturers. 381 million in 2010 alone. 381 million in 2010 alone. So even if so let's assume, I mean, they'll probably produce even more than that. But let's just say that they've been producing that since like 2000. There'll be even more. So let's just get the exact figure. So what is that? 7,620,000,000. So it is literally billions. And that's only cars. Now multiply that by 4. We'll go conservative with 4. 30,480,000,000 wheels just from the last 20 years of Lego wheels. Yeah. Just from Lego cars. Never mind. Never mind. I'm being conservative there as well. Never mind all the trucks and all the stuff. Right, DR. There's not going to be 30 billion cabinets in the world. Come on. No. Come on. It's not close. We're not doing this. This ain't 2020 or whenever the original debate happens. Right, anyway, back to the football. What's going on? I've been depriving you guys of stats. There we go. Marco Royce, what a man. Poor Royce, man. Wheels and mouse close his house. I do feel sorry for Royce. Like, I mean, he was obviously a great player, but he would have been like a true great had he just not been such an injury-prone Donny. Toy cars, trolleys, natural cars, lock up the wheels versus doors debate. Yeah, I mean, just we could. I mean, the real debate should be: are there more Lego wheels than doors? Lego wheels lock it up, as you say. Will. Anyway, free kick here. I think it's Guerrero stood over it. Royce to take, and it's a decent one. Oh, that's a good save by Kepper. You counter their record sale year. No, that was the 2011 record. That was what they produced in 2010. They'll be producing the very similar, if not the exact same numbers every single year. Actual cars have more doors. Well, not necessarily. Not every single car has 4 doors. Some cars only have 2. Some cars only have 2 doors. Every car has at least 4 wheels. Some have a spare in the back. They should sign me for Chelsea. I would improve their team. I'm a Messi, Ronaldo, San Maldini. Right, yeah, I'm sorry. I can't have this debate with you because it's not even close. I've given you the numbers. It's not even close. We're not doing this. We're not doing this. No. It's been settled and decided. I would wager there are at least 100 times as many wheels as doors. Probably even more. It might be 1,000 more. It might be 10,000 more. It's not like, oh, you know, maybe it's a little... No, it's nowhere near. It's not even a debate. Yeah, it's not happening. Only Fools and Horses. What's that, chat? I mean, the reference. I know the show, but what's the reference? Yeah. If you want to keep arguing with the YouTube people, yeah, you go for it. But I've said my piece. We're done. It is settled. It is done. Necklaces have doors. What? Oh, sorry. You're right. I haven't seen Only Fools and Horses, to be fair. I've heard of it, obviously, but never did watch it. Is it good? Or is it, like, dated? Never seen it, as I say. When was Only Fools and Horses? Was it the 80s, originally? I don't know. Reading, what have they done? What was KX's question, Musty? What now? Is it still 0-0, Will? Or what? Indeed, Joes, yes. Back to the match. I've nearly finished my P's, by the way. 20 minutes played. Chelsea have had the better of it so far. Kai Havertz. Oh, Felix has done well there. Sterling plays out to Reece James, and Sterling didn't get that pass right at all. Havertz actually did well there in the build-up. But yeah, so the best chance so far was that Havertz shot. Here is Havertz, who dinks it out to no one apart from the Dortmund keeper. And it's all safe and sound. Hello, rest of MCFC. How you doing, you beautiful man? It's got to be murderous, Musty. Definitely. Prediction for City Leipzig. I'm going to hope. I'm saying it more than hope rather than expectation. There is no Nkunku for Leipzig. City largely controlled the game in the first leg. There was just sort of like a 20-minute period where they switched off and Leipzig got their goal. But apart from that, they were fine. And Gundogan missed. Gundogan had a shot which should have gone in, but for an excellent save. So I think it's going to be the same situation, but hopefully City will be a bit more clinical this time. And I'm going to say City will win 3-1 on the night, 4-2 on aggregate. I don't will. I'm watching the chase. I do like the chase. Here come Dortmund, though. On the counter. Chelsea back in a good shape. Is Wolf. What a fantastic name that is, by the way, Wolf. I haven't seen enough of Bellingham yet. I want to see more of Jude, my boy. I want to see more of my boy Jude. That's nice by Koulibaly, who's joined the attack. Here is João Felix. Look at the dribbly lad. He somehow kept that going. That ref probably should have played advantage. Emre Can, the former Liverpool man, is upset. City are not playing tomorrow. They're playing next week, Joes. Tomorrow is Bayern versus PSG, though. And AC Milan versus Spurs. We will be watching the Bayern game. And I'll have the Spurs game on in the background. But obviously the main event is Bayern versus Spurs. If anyone is watching the Bruges game, feel free to keep me updated with that, because I've got no interest in Bruges Benfica. I expect Benfica, unless they get a favourable draw, to just get knocked out in the next round, to be honest. I'm watching all my top 20 war films and excellent stuff. Halves? Why? Have you seen We Were Soldiers? Wolfgang's the banger name it is, yeah, totally. Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart. What a cold name. That's like Bastian Schweinsteiger. That's one of my favourite names ever. Fair halves. I rate it. The flick on by Jude comes to nothing. Kukurea left centre half today, by the way. Chilwell also playing. Yeah. Benfica, the cheeky dark horse. Oh, it's dangerous from the Dortmund keeper. Sul did really well, though. Was able to evade Felix. Hello, Mo. How are you doing? I was just thinking more about the Felix situation. If Potter does decide to go back to the back three, as he has done today, I guess he could not play Mudryk and start Felix and then have... I know, but it's still... No, I still don't think it works. I still don't think you can get all three into... I don't think you can get two into one team, really, if you play a back three. I think that'd be very tricky. Ludwig the GOAT. But yeah, how you doing, Mo? Otamendi, Antonio Silva at the back. We do love that, in fairness. Do you think City were definitely in for Kukurea, Joes? City were under the impression Kukurea was signing for them, and then they realised that Brighton weren't joking in terms of like their asking price of like 50 million or something. So they're like, right, well, we're not going to do that then. And so we were definitely in for him, and we didn't sign a replacement. Gomez was supposed to go out on loan. What's the point of spending 100 mil on Mudryk, Half says, so Arsenal won't get him. Well, Dortmund pressing high here. Koulibaly is able to get it out to Kukurea, but this is perilous from Chelsea. They're quite fortunate there. Dortmund weren't able to capitalise. If you had to fight a random person in an MMA fight, what one country would you rule out? Can't fight a Dagestan. Is that Russia then, Will? Because oh yeah, there you go. For me, you've got to rule out Russia. Yeah, that's probably fair, to be honest. I'd probably go with that. You know, like somewhere in Eastern Europe for sure. Well, that's a lovely ball if he's onside. Oh, Kovacic has got to be careful. He's in the box there. What a cross! And there's no one there. Jude was desperately trying to get on the end of it. James able to shepherd him. What a lovely ball across goal that was. But Haller was nowhere. Incoming 007 memes. We dodged a nuclear bomb. Not a bullet by not buying Kukurea. Says, Musty. Felix Kukurea still playing out of position and benching Mudryk. Look, Potter does what he wants, to be honest. Yeah, Diar asks, where would Nkunku fit? I think it'd be very tricky to make him fit in the 3-4-3, because as far as I'm aware, he's a shadow striker, second striker, you know, his best position is alongside slash behind a proper number 9. So, you know, think of like Bergkamp. What Bergkamp was at Arsenal. That sort of vibe. And realistically, sort of like a 4-2-3-1 would be ideal because you'd have Nkunku just behind a proper striker. I don't really know where it would fit in this formation. You'd have to go to like a 3-5-2, wouldn't you? And that's not ideal based on the squad. So, I don't know. But I don't know, guys. Maybe there'll be a master plan. I just think that it's weird that they're bringing in Nkunku and they've still got Havertz, but they also have Felix. Nkunku will flop. I barely watched him kick a ball. He scored a hat-trick against us last season. Alvarez sometimes plays that role indeed. Yes, second striker. I barely watch Nkunku still think of flop fairs. I think end zone coverage isn't defensively secure enough. They do need a proper... For me, they need a proper defensive midfielder to partner Enzo. And they need to commit to a back four. And they need a proper striker. In fairness, it's only two... For me, it's only 2 positions that they need to sign. If they change to the back four, then the rest of the team is fine. But they do need a proper DM. Someone like, you know... Could it be Declan Rice, Enzo Fernandez midfield? I don't know. Got the wingers, that's fine, but proper striker is needed. Shut up, Mo. Felix would not be able to play at Chelsea next season because of all the players. Abramovich didn't invade Ukraine for this. What the fuck? Nicholas asks, what are your thoughts on Laporte wanting to leave? It's a huge shame. 1-0 Benfica, apparently. It's a huge shame if it's true because I love Laporte. It's one of my favourite ever defenders for City. But he's allegedly wanted to go for I think it was 2 seasons ago. It was first rumoured. That was also when Bernardo Silva was rumoured to go, to be fair. But the issue is that realistically, the clubs where he'd go would be a Barca or a Real Madrid. And, you know, they aren't really currently known for having a lot of... I didn't musty know, what was that? Having a lot of money. So the options are therefore a bit limited for Laporte. Be interesting to see if and where and how he goes. Oh, good ball in, and it comes to Havertz, and he's actually scored. No, he hasn't. Oh, it's outrageously, agonisingly close to an equaliser for Chelsea. Oh, Havertz on the half volley with a weak foot hit the post, and I think it went off the other post. Oh, me, oh my. Let's have another look at this. On the half volley, left foot, yeah, hits the right side of the post and does not roll in. It rolls all the way out. Goodness me. Oh, inside of the post, but it wasn't kind. It was not kind. What's interesting was that Dortmund have actually had all of the ball, but Chelsea have been doing much more with it. Every time they come forwards, they've looked dangerous. I bet you do. If Laporte leaves Vardiol's, definitely going to City. That's the only way that I'd sort of like be net happy about it, because I guess that would be the next best available option. If he's not happy, he's got to go, because I want him to be happy. I'd love to keep him. I love Laporte, but if it, you know, it means that we sell him and we get a decent amount for him. Oh, here's Royce in the Chelsea box. Then Mike goes behind, and therefore we get, you know, one of the most exciting defenders, up and coming defenders. Then I'll take it. But I do love Laporte. And in fairness to Laporte, I can understand why he'd want to leave, because he should play more than he does. I don't really know why he doesn't play as much as he should. I guess it's just because we've got such a strong squad depth at the back. But yeah, for me, Laporte makes it into our best starting 11, for sure. Bro's watching Andy Council Champions League football. Hey, he wants Reading to beat Sheffield United. Want to bet 5k Chelsea get knocked out? Okay, Eddie, not 5k. That's quite a lot. I bet you 1k, though. He's terrible, says Mo. Julian Alvarez. When I arrived at City, Holland told me that he's from Boca and told me about La What is that? What is that? La Bombonera? What on earth is that? Is that some sort of like sexual thing? Sounds like a strip club. Shane Long, what a guy. Scaredy cat, says DR. Do you want to bet 1k, yes or no? Want to get 500k for Bruges to get knocked out? I'll bet Bruges get knocked out. I'll bet they will. Because it's almost definitely going to happen. Ah. I didn't know that. Why did Haaland tell him about that? Have I missed something? Okay, DR. We'll do it. But if you win, you have to roulette everything. Mo, you're fat. So we'll be having less of that. Right, Dortmund with a free kick. Ball comes in now. Oh, it's good. Kepa punches. Probably could have claimed it. But now Felix can lead a counter-attack. Listen to the Stamford Bridge roar. That's nearly an interesting ball into Sterling, but Dortmund's keeper is able to clear it away. What a shame. Well done, Will. Absolutely smashed it. Oh, dear. Well, no deal then. Because Will, you got your 5k recently. Because you're a knoblet. That's why. I cannot deadlift 800 kilograms. Definitely not. Sterling's been a flop, says Joes. I think that's harsh. I think he struggled. He has had a bit of an injury situation. He was good at the start for Chelsea, to be fair, I thought. He's not been helped by injury. He's not been helped by the overall Chelsea issues. Sterling will come good. My boy will come good. Mo, imagine losing 7k. That's a nice ball. Felix in the Chelsea box. Raheem. Here's Kovacic. Oh, that would have been a glorious volley, but it was always going high and wide. He was musty, not wrong. To be fair, he's been frustrating. He was frustrating the last couple of seasons. I still back my boy. I still back my boy. I still obviously back him for England as well. German Harry Maguire. Who's that? Schlotterbeck. Thank you, Mo. Thank you for your tribute. Much appreciated. England clipping it wide. He's had a quiet game so far, Jude. What happened there? Why was there a free kick to Dortmund then? That's weird. Oh, Saul. That's fair enough. Was it a handball? Oh. I think that's very harsh. Guerrero just ran right at James. I'm not sure why that's a free kick. Joes, we don't talk about that. Shut up, Will. Better Call Saul. I've watched Better Call Saul. It's good. I probably prefer it to Breaking Bad. Here we go. Enzo into Felix. Let's have a counter-attack now, shall we? Reece James. Ah, terrible ball. Just goes out of play. It's such a basic pass to make to Raz. Sterling, I don't like your hair. I'm sorry. You have something that might make me happy. Is it confirmation that Vardyol's signing? So, why does Saul look like that? He's just got a weird body type. I don't think he's overweight or anything. He's just got a very odd body shape and type. Oh yeah, I've seen this, Musty. Yeah. Foden and playing in midfield. It's something I definitely want to move into the next few years. I've always seen myself playing there. Hopefully I can adapt and become a midfielder. That's my aim. I feel like I'll possibly get a chance. There, indeed. He won't have an issue when De Bruyne moves on. I think that's basically the only reason why it's not happened more consistently yet. No, Brad. I only recently watched Better Call Saul. It's a very sad ending. I knew it had to end like that, but I don't like sad endings. So I was very upset with the ending to Breaking Bad. And spoilers, it's a sad ending. But there we go. It's a thing. But yeah, Foden will 100% play there consistently long term. That is his best position. There's no doubt about it. It's just when you've got Bernardo Silva and Gundogan and De Bruyne in midfield, and we need more options on the wing, it's tricky to justify starting him there consistently. But it will come. It's going to be a corner, corner to Chelsea. Oh, goodness me, I'm choking. Taylor, thank you so much for following. Feel free to get involved in the chat. Let me know what football team you support. Hello, Taylor. Hello, matey. How are you? How are you doing? Shut up, Naan You're at the game. Amazing. What's the atmosphere like? Tell Benfica, lol. Mo, I get you have an agenda, but even you need to reel it in. Bull Gonzalo Ramos, what a man. No, Will. He wants to stay here. Allow it. I might prefer as well, to be fair, Musty. Especially with Grealish performing so well on the left. Ball comes in for Chelsea. Dortmund just clear it away. Boring. There we go. I finished my peas now. I've just got some sunflower seeds. And then I've got all my vitamins for the day. Well, I've no idea how many times you've seen Foden play midfield, but nearly every single time he plays in midfield, it's always successful. Like, what? He played in midfield when we beat Chelsea 4-0. What is happening? These agendas have to stop. I support Man City, Taylor. I just like this Dortmund kit. Dortmund are a German team. I don't necessarily want Dortmund to win. But yeah, I'm guessing you're a Chelsea fan if you're at the game. It really shouldn't end 0-0. Like, Chelsea, if they keep knocking on the door, surely it's going to come down. Musty, what a fantastic point you raised. Well done. Yeah, Will, you fraud. How would you excuse that? Bellingham tried to play his man through. Didn't quite work out. That's really good tracking back by Reece James. Well done. Will pops off. Guys, I'm eating sunflower seeds. What do you reckon? Ring the bell. But Chelsea have been the better side so far. You're offside, Raheem. I can tell from here, and I'm in Manchester. It doesn't matter anyway. It doesn't score. Wait, the linesman's not put his flag up. Oh my god, he's surely offside, though. I was going to say, Havertz with an unbelievable strike. But yeah, like, Raheem was well offside. From the initial run. What a strike that was by Havertz, by the way. Weak foot in off the crossbar. But he's well off in the initial ball forwards. By João Felix. Oh! That's tight. Oh, this one might be tighter than I think. I thought he was well off. The way angles work and lines work, who knows? It's a lovely finish by Havertz. Hello, Callum, mate. Oh, he's offside. What now? I thought that would have been quite tight. Oi, Callum, I sent you a DM because you wanted to learn more about Noblet, you fraudster. This is how you become Noblet, you beautiful man. You can click that link. You cheeky little minx, because you were asking. Asking you shall receive. What a W, says Jack. Oh, of course you're supporting Dortmund. I'm just thinking about it from a City perspective. I probably feared Dortmund more than Chelsea. Hello, Roberto. How are we doing? Dortmund! What's your... is that a share? Is that share as your profile picture? Or what's that? And behind the goal next to you, fans waving. Just switch to Dortmund. Yeah, Will, this is actually quite an exciting game, to be fair. I would recommend watching it. Chelsea have had some decent chances. Love the fact that Chilwell's starting, so we need that from an England perspective. To not be injured all the time. So we've got options in case Shaw, decides to be stinky at any time. But Taylor, I don't know what you look like, so it's going to be very tricky. This game has been a free kick shootout, says Roberto. We're hearing now another free kick. Chilwell. Ball in is dangerous. How on earth have they not scored? How many chances are Chelsea going to waste? What is going on? Here's João Felix now. Is he going to clip it in? He does. Dortmund just get it away. I don't understand how it's not going in the back of the net. Oh, this could be an interesting counter-attack. Good foul by Kovacic. Okay, Taylor, I'll look out for that. Ryan Sessegnon. I wish Sessegnon was good at football. It's a really good ball in. What? How has Koulibaly not scored this? Oh my god, Koulibaly has literally missed an open net. How on earth have you not scored that? How on earth is Graham Potter supposed to deal with these fucking incompetent oafs, guys? Pissing me off. Oh, Sula's got booked for time wasting. Koulibaly masterclass. That was terrible, man. I don't understand. I don't care if you're a centre-half. It's an open net. You score that. People are saying, why aren't Chelsea scoring goals? I bloody wonder why. Well, Sterling was only just offside, you know. Just offside, Sterling. Inches. Closer than I thought. Actual fraudulent team, this Chelsea side. Don't get it. Don't really understand how you've not converted, Koulibaly. But there we go. Didn't he score like an unbelievable volley earlier in the season? Will's a Borough fan, Taylor. Koulibaly helping Napoli. I know, Will. Here is Felix. Havertz, Chilwell, take a shot, man. Oh my god, this finishing is terrible. That is terrible. I've not even had a shot. I think they had a decent cross across the box, but apart from that, I can't really remember. Chelsea curse. It's probably Bowley, Sterling's hair, or the weird dance Havertz did. Yeah. You knew, by the way, Roberto. I don't recognise your name. Ake scores. Oh yeah, all day, every day. Did it on purpose, as they're in a conspiracy with Tony who clean sheet bets. Oh, the Royce free kick. Yes, that's a good point, Roberto. Yeah, I remember now. I do recall. Yeah, Havertz has been good since you turned on, Will. If you got any questions about Nobler or the Patreon, Callum, please just let me know. Hit me up on DM or ask me here. No worries at all, Roberto. Just don't recognise your name, that's all. Welcome again. Here's Chilwell. Put a good ball in. That is a good ball. Oh, Raheem, you stink of shit, mate. Ah, there we go. Raheem, the dream. You stink of beautiful flowers and rose petals. What a man. Raheem. My boy. I love Raheem. He absolutely fucked the first chance and they smashed it. He recovered and he smashed it. Love that from Raz. I'm sorry, Roberto, but I love my boy Raz. I'm going to celebrate if he scores. He fucked it up initially, but then he redeemed himself. What a man. We love that. There's a really good ball by Chilwell, who's having a good game. Ball into Stoke. Oh, look at the space he creates for himself. Absolutely fucks that. I think it's Royce who is awful defending there. Kovacic did so well as well. Chilwell drives, crosses it low. Sterling creates a space. Terrible first time, but then gets a bit fortunate with the deflection to Royce. But who cares? He smashes it in. Boom. Love that from Raz. Yes, football always, yeah. Boom. Well in, Sterling. Lovely. And Chelsea deserve that. They should have scored 2 or 3 goals in this first half. Goodness me. Huge scenes. Well done, Sterling. Love that. And now it's 1-1 on aggregate. Big. Chelsea with the advantage of being at home. Dortmund have got to improve, otherwise they're going to get fucked. Hello, pros. Come on, you Blues. Yeah, come on, the Sterling. This is why German second division keeper shouldn't be in this stage. I swear down. Chelsea go. If Chelsea win the Champions League this season, after I was one of the only people to defend Potter, I'm going to be so upset. That's my next YouTube video, by the way, defending Graham Potter. Love that. I hope Mudrik's going to be lit soon. That's a decent ball into Havertz. Behind for a corner. Into extra time now. Can Chelsea get a winning goal before half-time? Not sure when it's out, Mustard, because I haven't started recording it. I'm still writing the script. Chilwell, ball in. Oh. There's 2 other videos that I'm working on, but they're reliant on other people. Oh, Kovacic, ball in. Oh. So I haven't been able to finalise. I'm over to watch the match in Belgium. Are you from Belgium? Excellent stuff, pros. Let me know why you're a Chelsea fan. Is it because of Lukaku, maybe? Will, I don't know if you've ever seen me on the Football Terrace, but I've like big arguments with Chelsea fans on there. Because I'm the only one on the show that keeps defending Graham Potter. Everyone's like, sack him, sack him. I've got to keep defending my boy. Fair enough, pros. Fair play. Chelsea actually playing really good. Haven't seen much from Dortmund. Yeah, Dortmund have been stinky so far. They've not been in the game. They had that one decent cross. Can Havertz play in Raz? He can not, because Sul got there instead. Oh, no, wait, Sterling. Well, that's a foul. Oi, give a foul on my boy. Paedophile. Hazard's my all-time favourite. That's a good shout. This is the first time I've seen Havertz play well, says Musty. Yeah, and he wasn't good in the first sort of like 20 minutes, but since we slandered him, he's been doing much better. Tara clears as Callum. Oh, Dortmund coming forwards now. This is where they've got to test them and challenge Chelsea. Cannot let the game get away from them. Sul is just such an awkward-looking footballer. What ball is by Bellingham? One, literally a goal-saving interception by Chilwell. Because that would have been a clear shot on goal. Who's up front for Dortmund? It's Haller. We always do well in the group stage, then lose in a second leg comeback. And that's the issue. If you don't top your group, you will, in theory, come up against stronger opposition. There's Bellingham. And now Haller. He's got one body in the box, and it's Royce. Hope he stays fit for the upcoming months. Yeah, he needs to dispel the idea of being injury-prone, doesn't he? Definitely. And that is half-time. A big first half performance by Chelsea. They should have scored 2, maybe even 3. Dortmund have been basically nowhere in the game so far, which is a shame for their perspective. They are going to have to wake up in the second half, otherwise the game is going to get away from them, to be honest. Raheem Sterling, my boy Raz. With the goal. Oh, the Reliant Robin. Just seen chat. Nice. So yeah, big first half for Chelsea. 1-0 on the night, 1-1 on aggregate. Andy Carroll talk. Yes, if you are a Noblet, feel free to get in the general chat. We'll be heading to the Noblet phone in very shortly. I'm just going to eat a couple more sunflower seeds, because vibes, why not? Why the fuck not, do you know what I mean? And yeah, Chelsea in control. Dangerous in transition. Clinical in respect of chance creation, but not in terms of converting chances, if that makes sense. And yeah, and Bellingham's been disappointing so far, which is a shame, because I always like watching Bellingham. Do you eat them whole? I mean, like that. Musty. I don't know if I ate them. Yeah, I guess. There they are. It's just a load of seeds. Why? Am I not eating them right? I don't know how else I'd eat them, to be fair. How am I supposed to eat sunflower seeds? They look quite small. I don't know how else I'm supposed to eat them. Am I supposed to chop them up? Are they cracked? Oh. I don't know, mate. Look, it's tiny. I don't know. I'm assuming so. There they are. They're small. There's a bunch of them. Pros, you'd think it's probably going to be one of City, Liverpool, or Real Madrid where that happens. But guys, let's head over to the Nobbler phone-in. Musty, these are the only ones that I have. These are the only sunflower seeds I have available. So, I'm trying, yeah? You know, I'm trying to eat them. It's because it's vitamin, I think it's vitamin K. Or is it vitamin E? It's either E or K. I can't remember which one sunflower seeds has. But that's why I eat them. Because it's hard to get that vitamin from other sources. I can't remember where else. I think you get them from kale. But I'm not eating fucking kale. I can piss off. Anyway, joined by Will. Hello, Will.
Hello.
How you doing?
I'm doing good.
Wonderful stuff. Kai Havertz, good footballer, question mark?
For the 10 minutes I watched, he was unreal. That flick and the build up to the goal, I've never seen Kai Havertz do anything close to that. I didn't know he could actually flick a ball. I didn't know that was possible.
Yeah, he was pants and stuff like the first 15-20 minutes. And then as soon as you turn the TV on, basically, he decides to pop off. So he must be trying to impress you. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I switched channels and I saw him absolutely belt a crossbar in shot. And I thought, that was just the beginning. I've never seen anything like it. There must have been word that, you know, transmitted all the way to Chelsea that I've been watching. Because I don't get it.
No, that's fair. Musty says, can you jump off the 15th floor? How do you react to that?
The building only has 4. I don't know what I'm meant to do.
Maybe jump really high from the top of it?
What, 11 floors high? I can't do that.
Well, get good, I guess. I don't know.
Well, if he wants to put it down to 4, if that's a good compromise, then I'll do it.
There we go. Well, he just says jump multiple times. So maybe if you jump off the 3rd floor, you know, 5 times, that would be 15 total.
Oh, I could jump off the 1st floor 15 times.
Not sure. Musty would accept that, but we'll see. DR asks, why are you disabled? Rice is better than Carrick.
Bloody hope he is. And Carrick's 41. He's not played football for 4 years. Honestly, I think I'd still rather Carrick. Well, that's the mad part, because he can actually pass the ball. So.
It's a very good point. Yeah, Carrick was a bit of a beast back in the day. Jack says Otamendi with a love heart face. Indeed, he's playing for the mighty Benfica. This is always the action end of the Champions League, where it actually gets interesting in respect of the knockout rounds. I do like watching the draw as well. It's always a bit of fun. Do you want to talk about the Reading game, Will? Because I know you've been watching that as well. Yeah,
I don't know what's happened, because they were shocking on Saturday. They were like really, really, really bad, but they don't look too bad here.
Who's that, Reading?
So, yeah, because obviously we won 5-0. We just, but they've probably had the better chances this game. I think that Ince's son, I don't know his first name, but Ince, he's unreal. I can't believe how good he is. Andy Carroll and Shane Long, Prime Entertainment. There's Jeff Hendrick in there as well. It's just a bunch of old people.
Prime Entertainment in what way?
It's just funny to watch. It's just a bunch of like 35-year-olds who used to be in the Premier League.
Still doing bits. In there, it was like the winter of their discontent or some bullshit, I don't know. Diaz says, Will, why is Company worse than Diaz as a player?
What's he on about? Company? Does he mean Vincent?
I'm assuming so. I can't think of many other companies.
Who's Luis Diaz?
Ruben Diaz,
Surely.
I imagine.
Oh my god, okay. I was thinking with the Z. Company isn't worse than Diaz. But when Company was at his best and Diaz was at his best, Company was a better player. I don't know.
Yeah, big win. Bruges are genuinely shocking. Did Bruges finish 2nd or 1st in their group?
First, oh no, never mind. I'm thinking of Benfica. Benfica finished 1st. Bruges finished 2nd.
Yeah, because Benfica topped PSG in the group, didn't they? Yeah. That's quite funny, isn't it? Like, why PSG have not topped their group in 2 years? What is going on?
It's because the stink.
Yeah, exactly. Love that. PSG overrated fucks. I keep saying it every year. I keep getting told they're favourites. They stink of poo. There we go. Pro says Company is one of the best Premier League centre halves of all time. Oh yeah, he's top 5 easily. Honey P. Small boy Vincent with his beautiful head. Yeah, that's the thing. Musty says go to the FA Cup match to see Vinny. I'm not on the cup scheme, but I mean I've got the best, Vincent Company moment, arguably ever of his career, where he scored that screamer against Leicester, and I infamously said, "Don't shoot, don't shoot." And what do you know? He shot, and the rest is history.
Didn't one of his teammates also say that?
Yeah, Aguero was shouting at him, going, "No, Vinny, don't shoot." He was like, "Fuck this! I'm gonna blast it." He hasn't scored a goal like that or anything even close to that in his whole career. And in a really tricky game where it's must win or you lose the title, he pops off. So yeah, we will. And then Iheanacho missed a sitter, which is great. But yeah, that's the thing. Jude Bellingham, is been a bit quiet this game. Is there any reality in which he doesn't leave Dortmund this season, do you think, or is he just destined for Liverpool, you believe?
No, I think I put it like a 25% chance he stays another year. I don't see. I'm really arrogant about this, so it's going to be like one of my biggest L's if I'm wrong. There is 0% chance he goes to Real Madrid. I'm really, really confident. Not a chance. He either goes to England or he stays in Germany for another year and then goes to England. That is the two possibilities. So I think that he probably goes to England this year, but because Liverpool are so crap and City don't look too interested, it might take him another year.
There's also the factor of, obviously, Spanish clubs are in a relatively precarious financial situation.
Yeah, Barca, I think 180 mil away from being able to spend it all or something. I don't know, I saw something ridiculous like that. They need to sell 180 million worth of players before they can spend a penny.
Yeah, it's something along those lines. It's because of the salary cap rules that the league implements. So they were able to get around it this season and last by pulling the economic levers and also being what's the word, creative with their registering of players. I must says here they're interested in Bernardo and Gundo and Laporte. Unless, I mean, Gundo on a free, yes, sure, but Laporte, Bernardo, you're gonna obviously have to be spending tens of millions to sign them. So unless they sign a big player, like a Frankie De Jong, for example, I don't really know how they're gonna accommodate that. But you never know. Stranger things have happened. But yeah, and just going to Real Madrid, obviously, they've obviously got to abide by salary cap rules as well. And if they're going to prioritize a position, it's surely going to be number 9, striker with an aging Benzema, rather than midfield, where they've already got the likes of Tchouaméni and Camavinga and Valverde can play there as well. So it's more likely that if they are going to, because Bellingham's going to be, say, how much are Dortmund asking? I think Dortmund are asking for like 130 million euros or something at least. I don't know why it's in pounds. Let's call it 110 million pounds for argument's sake. If they're going to spend like that much on, sorry, we'll go on.
It'll be a lot, and they're notoriously tough, aren't they? They've got a lot of Sancho and Dembele. They tend to get around money.
Definitely, yeah. So if they're going to spend around that much in a position, they're and assuming they've got to prioritize one, they're not going to prioritize midfield over striker. You'd think anyway. Jack says Bernardo and Laporte easily around 120 mil together, probably around there or thereabouts. Yeah, definitely, because they've still got a few years on their contracts as well. I'm pretty sure. So it's been very tricky to find them clubs. Bernardo, especially, he's been wanting to go to Barca for years, but the club's in the shit. So I don't know how they're going to finance it. Musty says Barca have to raise 178 million in player sales or face a transfer ban. And process they are corrupt. So yes, it's going to be really interesting to see what happens. And getting knocked out of getting knocked out of the Champions League so early on massively detrimented their finances as well, because that's like tens of millions of money that would have gone into like the transfer kitty, but obviously it didn't happen because they got knocked out. Tiffy says, I know you wouldn't want them to disappear. I don't think they won't disappear, but I think they should. They just don't learn their lesson.
I wouldn't mind the big club dying, just so people realise it's possible, kind of thing. Because it is annoying watching Real Madrid and Barca just get bailed out again and again and again. It's like there's no consequences for it.
I do also find the whole Super League thing really funny. You know how like the narrative from like Real Madrid fans and like their executives is, oh, it's not fair. England's got so much money and like we need help and blah, blah, blah. You literally invented the Galacticos era. Like what? You invented a whole transfer policy whereby the whole point of it was you spent big and like record signings to construct a super team, and like and now you're crying. Like what? This is weird.
And the reason England does so well is because the way we have a pyramid scheme.
Exactly.
They probably should copy that rather than trying to start the Super League.
Yeah, exactly. Well, for too long they relied on Messi and Ronaldo attracting viewers because no one was watching La Liga for the competitive nature of it. So as soon as they leave, no one cares. And then you're left with a league which isn't competitive and which is like relatively boring overall, and no one actually cares. So there we go. Musi says, can you ask Will's thoughts on the Weghorst thingy? Do you know this, Will? He touched the Anfield sign or some bullshit.
Yeah,
do you care?
No, I don't. I mean, the manager of my team supports Newcastle, and I couldn't give a shit. He's a Geordie. He comes from United. He has other like loyalties, and I just don't care. As long as he plays for United,
yeah,
he'll do his best for United.
Yeah, if I was a United fan, I wouldn't care, to be honest. Much of a muchness. Pro says the English clubs have a shit ton of money spent. They do indeed, Pros. Yeah. Big boys spending big bucks. DR asks, I've just noticed DR's profile picture. It's like a diamond or something. What's Will's thoughts on nearing Noblet King? Are you 1 month away, Will?
What's that?
That's where you're a Noblet for a year. You get a Discord role.
Oh, cool, I guess.
There we go. Fair enough. Love the passion there. Did you see his response? He said he tried to stop Van Dijk from touch. Oh, so he's like denied it. Oh, that's a bit weird. He should just embrace.
No, it's not weird. You know exactly why he's denied it. Just think about all the messages he got.
Yeah.
It's like Harry Kane when he denies being an Arsenal fan. Everyone knows he was when he was a kid. Everyone's seen the picture, but he just denies it anyways.
It is 3-0 to Benfica as well, and we're going to the second half here. Will, it's 1-1 on aggregate. What is the final score going to be?
2-1 Dortmund.
Wow. On the night or on aggregate?
On aggregate, so 1-1 overall.
Wow. And who's going to score the goal? Is it going to be Cheeky Jude?
No, it's going to be Marco Reus.
Fair play. Well, thank you so much for joining me, Will. I'll speak to you in the second half. That is my Noblet, my beautiful Noblet, Will. That was the Noblet phone-in. If you would like to support the channel, oh gosh, you can become a Noblet by clicking that button. There we go. Wonderful. Second half has begun. Boom. Why has my button not worked? What is happening here? Hello? Stop that. There we go. Nice. There we go. Back to the second half. Let me get the chat back up. We love that. He's a 20 fan. I hope Bruges gets shagged. Why is that? Why do you hope that, Pros? Why don't you like Bruges? Rayner's on such a good... Wait, Rayner is such a good player on his day. But is that day today? And elect my Belgian team, Pros. They're my Belgium team. They're my boys. Well, yeah, that too, DR. I love Rayner. Do you want to marry him? Do you want to marry him? Oh, what a touch by Raheem. He spreads it out to Chilwell. Look at Kukurea making the run. He wants a handball. He's not going to get it. It's a Kovacic. Takes the shot and it's deflected and saved. Because Bruges are the biggest rivals. There you go. Fair play. Yeah, foot Bruges, honestly. Anderlecht all the way. Oh, yeah. Technically hits his hand. That would be very harsh, though. It's very close. It would be very harsh to award that, I think. But how have I not, you know, I'm just gonna eat all these sunflower seeds really quickly, like a rabid, horny hamster. One sec. There we go. Eating them all. This has been checked. Potential handball.
VAR checking decision.
Could be a penalty. Handball. Can Chelsea take the game away from Dortmund? Muglika Strafstrasse. That means potential penalty check in German. Oi, Will, you said he was class. What the hell? Chelsea with the worst. You don't open them yourself. Oh, they's going to the monitor, and we all know what that means, ladies and gentlemen. We all know what that means. That is going to be a penalty. Fair enough. Well, what's it smell like? I mean, his hand is not in a natural position in terms of it's like out here. Like there. So he's... So you could say he's making his body bigger. Peter Walton says it's going to be given as a penalty. You might say it's harsh, but he does make it slightly wider, doesn't it, his body? Here we go. And he says penalty. Wow.
VAR check complete.
Handball is the decision, ladies and gentlemen. Handball. Who is going to take it? Who does take it? Jorginho's not on the pitch. Who's the normal penalty taker? Is it going to be Raheem the Dream? Paid the refs as TTV. Penalty given. I thought it was. Why does that old man look so scared on my screen? Like, what? Oh, they are they're doing some antics here. They're surrounding the players. What do I think about what, Joes? What do I think about what? Bellingham is pleading with Reece James, saying, please don't score. Come on, mate. I'll come to Chelsea if you don't score. That's not what he's saying. It looks like it will be João Felix to take it. Or Havertz, actually. Havertz is also holding the ball. Sheffield United scored. What an L. Do I think it's a pen? I think so. In the grand scheme of things, I do. He's making his body wider. It's not necessarily in a natural position. It is close, but it's not overly close. Yeah. I want to bet $10 or something on Chelsea winning and Felix scoring. I'm sorry, it's going to be Kai Havertz. Are you following, by the way, pros? If not, make sure you do so. Kai Havertz has the chance to take Chelsea through to the next round of the Champions League, assuming there isn't another goal after this. Will he bottle? Yes or no? Kai Havertz, he breathes. He steps up. It's the left foot, and it's a... Oh, he's hit the post. Oh, I thought it was going to be a really good penalty. He sent the keeper the wrong way, but he's hit the post. It's classic Kai Havertz. He just can't. What's it? Oh, he has missed. He did the stutter. It worked. He sent the keeper the wrong way, but he hit the post, and it wasn't inside enough. It bounced straight back out, and it's a shame. He put too much corner in it. I mean, there's so much encroachment going on, but it's irrelevant because I don't think they cleared it away, did they? But that player did. Oh, is there encroachment? I think the player who cleared it away was encroaching. Oh, they're taking it again! That's so funny. Why are you encroaching, you idiots? That's very foolish of you. Will Havertz take it again, guys? Another Chelsea. It was indeed encroachment. There were at least 3 Dortmund players encroaching, I'm sure. Yeah, 1. Okay, maybe 2. Which is the one that clears it, though? Yeah, but which player clears it away? I want to see. Oh, the player encroaches, clears the ball. Yep, that's absolutely fine. Stutter penalties are too OP. Oh dear, but even more delays are a thing. Havertz says, hello Pim, how you doing? Love that from you, Process. Same, do make sure to follow if you guys are new and you're watching your boy, so you're also updated for whenever I go live. We're also doing a PSG buy-in tomorrow. Love that from you, Pros. Chilwell's in the box too. Yeah, but Chilwell didn't clear it away. If Chilwell scored, then it would get ruled out for encroachment. But it's because the encroaching player cleared it. That's why it's relevant. Here we go. It's Havertz again. He's now... There's so much pressure on him now. Oh, imagine if he misses again. That would be absolute scenes. Havertz. It's the exact same technique, the exact same corner. This time he converts. Fair play. Fair play. Havertz has scored. That makes it 2-0 to Chelsea on the night. 2-1 on aggregate. And you cannot complain about it, really. Chelsea have been the better team. They deserve to be winning in the match. That's absolutely fine with me. I do prefer it when the better team wins. And so far, the better team's winning. Free takes the same player have to take it. I don't think they have to take him. Not 100%. I don't think so, though. Chelsea are lucky, says DR. I don't think so. I don't think they're lucky. I think they've been the better side. Okay, Tayab. How you doing? I know you're saying no, but why? I think they do deserve 2-0. Definitely. They've been easily the better side. Chelsea... sorry, Dortmund haven't created anything. Really? Oh, Tayab, what are you doing, mate? Good. You feeling good? Excellent. Excellent work, Tayab. Love it. I don't know why they're lucky, though, DR. They've been much better. If anything, they've been unlucky. They've hit the post, twice. It's not lucky if the Dortmund player encroaches. It's that player's fault. Yeah, innit? The goalie got sent for a sandwich. This head official might have to watch his back after this match with the players and fans for Dortmund. Well, Amy, I thought both decisions were correct, in fairness. I thought it was a penalty, and I thought it should have been retaken due to encroachment. Would have been a different game with Adeyemi and Brandt. Indeed, potentially, but... It's been Chelsea's game. I love Graham Potter. He's my boy. He's my boy. And they injured. Get the fuck in. Wow. It's Jude Bellingham. Oh, he's gone down in the box. Probably too easy. Reina with the shot, and it's a really important block by Chilwell, who clears it now. He's having a good game, by the way, is Chilwell. Oh, hello. What a pump that could be to Sterling, who challenges the keeper, boys. Oh, he nearly ventured outside his box, the keeper did. Flipping heck. It's all kicking off. Wow, Will. How's Haller playing? Not that well. He's barely had a touch of the ball, though, in fairness to him. He's going to require some service. It's fair to say. But basically, all of Dortmund's players have been poor from a creative standpoint anyway. They've just not been able to do anything. The player that cleared it was always going to clear it even without the advantage. That's not how it works, though, dear. That's like saying if a player's an inch offside, but the inch wasn't an advantage, then you shouldn't give the offside. We all know that's not how the law works. Will, God's sake. Yeah, guys, check your balls. Check your balls for lumps and such. Testicular cancer is a thing. We don't want that. We don't want anyone suffering from such an ailment in this world. Here is Havertz, tries to put a ball in. Does he win a corner? No, he wins a throw instead. Pro says Harlow's a great striker. Jack says not anymore. I thought I recognized that guy then, but I didn't. Never mind. Lumps is good. No, Musty. No, 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 no. Do not spread misinformation. Here is Kukurea. Yeah, Chelsea just been all over Dortmund so far. I feel like I've barely seen anything from their centre halves. That's how little they've had to do. I got a spot there before and shat myself. Did it all disappear, Will? Was it all good? If he's on side there... Oh, never mind. The ball from Koulibaly was too strong. But Chilwell's been doing absolute best. I'm surprised I've barely seen anything from Reece James this game. Chilwell's been a much more advanced and involved wing-back. Then a player that didn't clear it should count. I don't know what that means, DR. It's still there. It's been a few months and it's grown a bit. Will? I would maybe recommend having that looked at. If that's real. Chelsea now have some defending to do. Chilwell didn't win that one. Just someone take the shot. Bellingham, you take the shot. Someone. Here's Guerrero. Crossed in. It falls kindly to Jude. How has he missed? How has Bellingham missed that? Oh my. I mean, it was very fortunate that the second ball... Oh, he's got to score that, man. A player of his quality. It falls to him kindly off Chilwell. All he's got to do is guide it on target. Yeah, that's really bad from Bellingham. Really bad. Hashtag pranksters as well. Hasn't scored for 8 matches. What a fraud, am I right? Hello, Owl. Yes, I thought it was a penalty. I thought it was encroachment. Would be lucky to have your thoughts. DR, no, what? Jude strategically missing to reduce his value so Liverpool can afford him. Absolute weapon of a man. Oh, what a touch by Havertz, who has had a good game. Despite his poor start, Sterling couldn't take it in his stride. That was a lovely touch by Havertz. I love Raheem. My boy. My boy. Sterling would have been on side as well, I think. Really nice by Kai. Yes, it's a pen. Definite encroachment. Don't see why. I don't know why they're complaining Owl either. I was perfectly happy with both decisions. Perfectly happy. It's a thing. But that is easily Dortmund's biggest chance so far. Jude Bellingham with a big miss. A big miss. He's normally so good at scoring the goals. Normally against City as well, it seems. I think he scored about 3 against us. Might be 4. Do I prefer Sane or Sterling? Sterling. I love Leroy, but Raheem. Raheem the dream. That's my boy. Yeah, what the hell? I would really like to see Havertz playing in the number 10 and Felix as the number 9. Interesting. And will we see Felix at Chelsea next season? That's the question. Sam Vardion means we aren't going to sign Schlotterbeck. I've not seen any Schlotterbeck links, to be fair, Jack. What foot is Schlotterbeck? Who was a better player during the Centurions here? Was it Sane or Sterling? Oh, I get the years confused. I feel like it was Leroy in the Centurions year, but then the year after was Sterling. I think his best year was the domestic treble year. I think for the Centurions year, Leroy won Young Player of the Year. So I think the Centurions year was Sane. I'm not 100% on that. Oh, he's left-footed. Well, there we go. Let's sign Schlotterbeck. Fuck it. Yeah, it was. I think I'm getting those years correct. Yeah, the domestic treble year was where Raz. I mean, that was where Raz got runner-up in a Player of the Year behind Van Dijk, who would come second in the Ballon d'Or that year. Yeah, Leroy, and then but Sterling won Young Player, didn't he, that year? So yeah, Leroy won Young Player in Centurion year. Sterling won it the year after. That makes sense. Yes. Send every left foot centre half. Well, in it, we've already got Ake and Laporte. Two of the best left foot centre halves in the world. You can't sign for amateurs the left foot centre half. Well, look, they're in demand. They are in demand for a reason. That reason will be explored in a future YouTube video, but I'm just collaborating with someone on it. So I'm just, as I say, waiting to hear back, waiting for footage, etc., etc. Yeah, what? Maxi's fucked his calf. What's wrong with his baby cow? Oh, Mo with a controversial statement. I don't think I'm the biggest fan of Bellingham. Tell me more, Mo. That's nice halves. Lovely to know. Good to know. It's 4-0 Benfica. Bruges actually stink of shit. Who was in Bruges'... Wasn't, like, Atletico Madrid in Bruges' group? Oh, Chilwell. Sorry, João Felix has nutmegged that man, but then couldn't play the ball to Reece James. What a shame. Oh, what a lovely little turn that was. But Reece James gets back. Well defended. Well done, Reece James. That's lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Atletico shit as well. You're not wrong. Atletico Madrid are one of my least favourite clubs. Hate the way they play. I hate the philosophy. I hate the way they play football. Ugh. That's just me, though. You don't have to agree with me. Oh, yeah, I would have loved it if Leverkusen went through. They were crippled by injury. Like Wirtz, I don't think featured, did he? Or Schick. The way all Liverpool fans talk about him, he's the guy that'll bring back the glory days of Germany. I don't see it that much. It's not even an agenda. But why would Mo have an agenda against, you know, a player who's probably going to join him this summer? I bet you do, Will. That's because you're a Brexit bastard. They are a fun team, Jack. I agree. That's why I wanted them to qualify. I predicted them to qualify, I think. I think I said they top... No, I said they get second. I said Atletico would top the group. I thought Bruges would finish bottom, I think. Yeah, but they're still twats, Will. That's the point. I was so happy when they lost their Champions League finals. I was laughing. I was laughing at those little twats. It's like, yeah. That's what you get for playing the football you play. Pissing me off. Oh, Porto, yeah. I think I predicted Porto to finish third. Maybe. What happened to Makoko? Yeah, he's injured. Here come Dortmund, though. Take the shot, man. Oh, it's a good save by Kepa. Dortmund are actually coming out now. It only took them to go 2-0 down for that to happen. Bellingham gives away a silly foul. How do they have me on strings? Like, we literally knocked them out. What? I was laughing at them because Grealish was getting all up in Savic's face or whatever. It was the opposite. We had them on strings. Chelsea have to score another, says Musty. Yeah, Dortmund are pushing, and they're going to have to, clearly. 4-0 is wild, bro. So that's, what, 6-0 on the Ag? Imagine being called Mario. Oh, Kepa is balked. The crown before we scored. I think we were winning, basically, throughout that whole thing, halves. That's how it's no time because the antics that Atletico started, and they lost. Ha 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 ha. Get fucked. As I say, when they lost those two Champions League finals, I was laughing. I was so happy when Ramos scored that equaliser. I was popping off when Gareth Bale scored the winner. It was great. And then when who missed the penalty? Juanfran? Did Juanfran miss the penalty? Fanny, thank you so much for following. Salah's arm is gone. Hello. Felipe. Who's his next game against? Crystal Palace. This Saturday, there will be a stream for it because it's away at the Selhurst Park. That'll be a tricky game. I think it was Juanfran. Yeah, during the Champions League final. I think it was. Pretty sure. I don't even think it was saved. I think he hit the post. If memory serves. But there we go. Mo, you snail. It will be on TV, yeah. I think it's on Sky, Joe. I think so. God, I remember that semi-final, the Atletico Madrid Bayern Munich. I was so angry that Bayern got knocked out because Atletico was so shit over those 2 legs. I was so angry that Bayern didn't. Fucking Thomas Muller missed a penalty. Pissing me off. Hello, Nicholas. Do you think either Mabeda or Borges are good enough to break into the first 11? 5-0, wow. 5-0 now, wow. I have never watched either of them because I don't watch the academy. But all I can go off is like compilations and stats, which are very impressive. I think that I'd love to see Borges especially given a chance as like backup left winger. I would love to see that. Will it happen? I don't know. Probably not. But I'd love to see it happen. Borges was on a podcast. What a man! He should come on the Knobcast, to be honest. Remember Savic pulling Grealish's hair? Yes, yeah, Savic the twat. He was a failure at City. He was a failure in that match. Little bitch. You're gonna make me jobless. Yeah, you'll be fat and jobless. What the hell, Mo? After this dramatic match, Parker will be gone from Bruges. Imagine that. It was like managing a relegation side and then just like gets a Champions League team. It's like, Fairs? What a guy. What a man with his beautiful jawline and choice of suits. Excuse me. What do you mean halves? Don't we mean to Borges? He's left-footed and a left winger. He is Leroy Sané. City did fail to beat Palace last season. Yes, we lost and then drew. Mo, I think you're fine. I'm neither. You dirty, dirty fraud. Reading are actually knocking on the door. If they score, I'm waking up the flat. What's the score, Will? Is it 1-0 or is it 0-0? I can't remember. What did he say? What did he say? Must he? Such a mid-English team, says DTV. What, Chelsea? Why does City struggle against Palace? Last year, what happened last year? We got someone sent off, to be fair, last year. Laporte got sent off very early on. Oh, 1-0 Sheffield got it. Mo, major cap. But this season we beat them, to be fair, thanks to a Haaland hat-trick. Although we were 2-0 down. That was 2 really weird goals. One of them was just like a mental own goal that you couldn't even begin to explain. And then the other one was just like just a poor defending from a corner. Yeah, and then we smashed them. And that was from Foden moving into midfield, FYI. But there was another time, I think was it the Centurion year or the domestic treble year, where like Townsend scored like the best goal in the history of the universe to beat us, like 3-2 or something mad. Something like that. Poundland. Fuck is that? There's a BT Sport film called Poundland. Pound World Clear. In case you don't know, Poundland is like a range of shops in England and they sell stuff for £1. It was the the Formidables year. Good times. Palace away is terrifying. I've been to Selhurst Park. That was when Yaya had an absolute worldie of a game and destroyed the opposition and Tony Pulis' men. In the second half, Reading have had double the shots, 60% of the ball, triple the targets, but Sheffield United are the ones who scored. What frauds, man. Where are Reading in the table? Are they going to get relegated? Pound stretcher on top. Oh, this is lovely by Chelsea. Havertz finds Reece James. Here we go. Chelsea could make it 3-0 here. He's got support from Gallagher, who I've just realised is on the pitch. I only just noticed his hair. That's how I was able to identify it was him. Wasn't paying attention there. Enzo, what a ball there is to Gallagher if he's onside. Sterling at the back post, can't find him. It's a corner. Schlotterbeck demands offside, but it's not given. Reading a 17th, but pending a points deduction. Oh, shit. Is that definitely going to happen? Carls, what is that? Is that definitely going to happen, or what? Is it like a derby thing? What have they done? Have they been naughty? Have they been naughty boys and girls? How tall is Kukurea? He looks very tiny. I've all just noticed that. Maybe it's just because he stood next to Jude Bellingham, who's like quite a tall lad. We take Sterling back. Of course, I love Sterling. He wouldn't start, but I'd take him because I love Sterling. Unsure if it will happen this season, but it looks likely. Well, that's an L for them. Chelsea with the set piece. Dortmund clear it away, though. And Dortmund have got to act quick. They've got 20 minutes to save their Champions League season. Their season's not over yet. They're still fighting for the Bundesliga. Didn't beat two teams 7-0. I think we beat Watford 7-0. I know we beat Stoke 7-2 at one point. Where De Bruyne... It was the dirtiest assist in the world for Leroy Sané. Like, the most unbelievable assist I've ever seen. Keita might be better. Okay, Mo. What is happening? I think it was Stoke, Musty. Stop talking about sevens, says TTV. We may have battered Palace, but it was definitely Stoke 7-2, 100%. Hello, Toby. Chelsea winning here. Potter keeps the job longer. This may be a win for the whole Premier League. Whoa, don't. Toby, my man. Oh, I was close from Dortmund. Respect, my boy, Graham. The Dortmund fans are still popping off the yellow wall. Sul with his abnormal body type. De Bruyne assist versus Stoke's a joke. The bowler is slowed down at the perfect time. Yeah. That's my favourite assist ever, I think. I just remember watching it. I was like, how? I had the perfect view of it. How? How has this man found this man? Where are your eyes? Hello? Drink a 7-Up, says Jones. I do love 7-Up, to be fair. No? Davis said, oh yeah, I do love that one as well, Musty. Yeah, the one at Old Trafford. That is dirty. Oh. Dirty, dirty, dirty. That was such a shame that season, because there was... Well, was there... When we lost against United? I was going to say, apart from that, we were perfect at home. Apart from the Everton game where Tom Davis was a diving rat and got Walker sent off early on. Prick. Yeah, the Centurion side is peak Premier League. Peak Premier League team for me. Here's Raz. He's got Conor Gallagher in support. He tries to find him. It's a cross. It's a corner. When you play Chelsea, you get any Potters to not be sacked by then. Don't worry. He ain't going anywhere. They'll implode. Toby reckons. Don't you worry about it. Graham Potter is here to stay. I'm convinced. Oh. Why is my internet absolutely shatterbrick? Hopefully you guys can still see me. Flipping heck, it popped off there. Right, ball in. Oh, no, don't want able to clear it. Nothing happened. Yeah, my internet just popped off for a second, but it's fine. The thing which tells me my kilobits per second went to red, but now it's back to green. We dropped 836 frames. But we're back. We're out here. It's all good. We're only out for like 10 seconds. Right, 15 minutes left. 15 minutes left. Oh, what a turn by Bellingham, but he can't get the pass through the legs of Chilwell. Chelsea are going to love Potter tonight. They better do. Respect my man. If Sterling's on side here, it could be a beautiful moment. It's got to square it to Gallagher. He does. And that is the game over. That is the tie over. And he's offside. Oh, Sterling's been cheeky with those offsides. Let's have a look at this. He's on the edge. Oh, the guy just steps up to try to play the offside trap. It's tight. He made the right decision, squaring it to Gallagher. This might be onside. No, never mind. It's offside. The check is over. What a shame. But good to see how dangerous Sterling has been in this game. Playing on the edge, on the shoulder of the last man, as they say, whoever they are. I love Raheem. He's my boy. Bruges have scored a goal. Wow. Who was it that scored? Bellingham's getting shown up by Cal. Mo, right, where has this agenda come from for literally a future Liverpool player? What is occurring? Where is Will? I need Will to defend Bellingham here. Hello, Sharp. How you doing? Loving your replies to me on Twitter, by the way. Shob, love that from you. If Dortmund making a change. It is 5-1. Haller is off. He's been very inconspicuous today. Has done nothing. Has had no service, in fairness. Marlon on. Unknown Belgian player number 75, says Toby. Offside by 1 cleat. Bellingham overrated, says TTV. Wow. Halves what? I don't like Bellingham during the years in World Cup. I don't really care during club football. Oh, fair enough. Fair enough. Bruges come back in. Cummings is downbred. Enzo showing a yellow. Yeah, don't do that, Musty. Good lad. Yeah, that's a yellow card by Enzo. Just takes out Guerrero. Potterball's been good. You're damn right it has, Shob. You're damn right. My future England manager, Graham Potter. That's who. My boy. Hope Chelsea do well, but not too well. This Bellingham guy, I'm so saddened by this news. He's mid, and we're going to spend 120 mil on him. It's very over. Oh my gosh. This is mental. Oh, that's dangerous, is it? No, never mind. Kovacic clears it away. Enzo's new trim looks sprayed on. Will, I know you're a big Declan Rice. What's the opposite of advocate? Like, not doubter, but you know what I mean. You're what's the word? Spec. Begins with spec. What's the word? Not speculative. Where you question stuff. What's it called? No, not critic. What's the word, guys? It's like where you a sort of where you question skeptic. That's the one. That's the word I'm looking for. You're a Bellingham skeptic. Sorry, no, you're a Declan Rice skeptic. What would your thoughts be on an Enzo Declan Rice midfield with a back four in like a 4-2-3-1 with Enzo and Declan Rice? Bellingham dropped a generational stinker today. He did, Sharp. Yeah, he's not had a good game. Imagine if Liam... All right, I'm going to need a conversation later with Liam and Mo, because Liam is actually going to have an aneurysm. Toby, hopefully we have both at some point. Hopefully I have both at some point. Mo wants El Neni. Who's spending 120 mil on Bellingham, asks Nicholas. Well, whoever wants him this summer. Because I think Dortmund, it might be even higher. I think Dortmund rates him at around 130, 140 million euros. If multiple clubs come in, who knows what could happen there. Apologies, the internet is shitting a brick here, but it seems to be back now. Good. Oh no, it keeps going in and out. Well, sadly, there's nothing I can do about that. I pay so much money for good internet. Hopefully you can still hear me, but yeah, we are dropping frames like a mother right now. Hopefully that can sort itself out. There's nothing I can do there, to be honest. Does Rice go there without Champions League football? I think so, Toby. I don't know if he's desperate. Would work very well because Enzo can be in charge of progression. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. Maybe 150 million euros, maybe, yeah. This Bellingham discovery. Yeah, sorry if it's lagging. Right, it should be fixed now. There we go. There's nothing I can do. It's just, I don't know why the internet decided to shit a brick there. As I say, I pay so much money for stable internet, and it gives me that. Mo, I can't tell if you're being serious or not. Yeah, I like the idea of Enzo and Rice in a midfield duo for Chelsea. He can be the proper defensive midfielder. Enzo can be, as you say, the ball progressor. And they can have Nkunku as a second striker ahead of them. Sensational scenes. Would love that. Full time in Portugal. What was it? What was it end? Was it end as? Was it 5-1 or something? Something mental. Oh, nice ball by Enzo. Raheem. He's got support from Gallagher now. He's got to hold it up. He does really well there, does Raz. Fair play. Oh, I'm being very serious. Oh, God. Okay. Right. I can't wait to tell... I can't wait to tell Liam about this. Oi, sure, but it's very rarely happens nowadays. It's just a one-time thing, hopefully. Oh, Reece James could stretch. What was your right? Oh, what was your right? Especially stuff like if we don't get Bellingham, we'll try to get Rice. That'd be such a waste, though, for City. Fuck Bellingham, it's time for my Rice agenda again. Bro is not good. Who's not good, Bellingham or Rice? Loftus-Cheek on, Kovacic, the captain, is off, and Kepa becomes the captain. I'm surprised it's not Reece James. Oh, there we go. Raheem is off, my boy. The goal scorer. The scorer of the all-important open play first goal. I love you, Raheem. Oh, why couldn't you do that against Leon? Pulisic is on. And Loftus-Cheek as well, Amy. Absolutely. 8 minutes left. All Dortmund have to do is get one goal. Both. Wow, so you think Bellingham is not good. Oh, good interception. Again, Bellingham's pass. I mean, Bellingham is having a stinker. You know, credit to him. If Havertz can get this right, it's a good interception. Never mind. Don't mention the Lyon game. Players who have played for both City and PSG. I don't know. Nicholas Anelka. Did Distan ever play for PSG? Don't think so. I can't think of that many off the top of my head. There might be an obvious one. I'm convinced if you show people the footage and ask them who's better, Decore or Rice, people would say Decore's as well. The ball knowledge, yeah. I do hate that term. I've always hated that term, though. I've hated it for years. Rabiot, but did he ever actually play for us? Wasn't he just in the academy? I don't think he actually played for us. Bellingham having a horror show to taste his aim. He is. It's a shame for him. In Dortmund's biggest game of the season so far, he's dropped a stinker. That's okay. The best players are not brilliant all the time. Sometimes players drop stinkers. That's fine. That's how it works. Even, you know, the best of the best. Apart from Messi, to be fair. But, you know, that's Messi. If Rice comes City, where is he playing? Because I don't think it's Nate. It'd be a shame to just bin Phillips after one season. Well, that's what I'm saying. It would be a really big waste. It would be a huge waste for City to sign him. Still counts as Musty. No. We'll be having less of that. Is that a foul on Reina? Apparently it is. Okay, interesting. KP didn't have the best World Cup. He did not, bros. But he did have a really good Euros and World Cup before then, in fairness. Even Ake. And Ake is the new Maldini, to be fair. If Maldini had, like, that style of haircut, you know what I mean? Enough said. Enough said. Are Burnley definitely going to win the league, Will? Is that a thing? Has that been confirmed? Should we give them the trophy now? Royce and Guerrero stood over this free kick. Guerrero pops it in, and it's not really cleared away by Fofana. Reece James just punts it out now. Safety first. Lovely jubbly. And yeah, Chelsea have looked good tonight. They looked very dangerous. Soul reeks. Tim Phillips to go out on loan or sold in the summer. I think he'll stay. I think he's had a very tricky first season, which hasn't been helped by injury. I thought when he played recently, was it against? I know it was only Bristol, but I thought he played all right. To be fair, I know he gave the ball away a few times, but rust. And I thought overall he was okay. So I think it's fine. Signing Rice would be a waste for me. Wouldn't make, he should go to Chelsea or maybe Arsenal. For me, I think he should go to Chelsea. I think they probably need him more. But that remains to be seen. The points record. Wow. What is the points record? Toby says, I wonder how long De Bruyne can go for at his level. You feel like the technique he has doesn't go with age. His game doesn't rely on pace or strength. Yeah, it's... Oi, Toby and Mo, behave, you chaps. I think De Bruyne, with time, will probably do what Gerrard did, in that he will Because at the moment, I mean, De Bruyne's pace and physicality is one of his most underrated. It's one of his most underrated attributes. Obviously, that will go with time. Oh wait, don't meet to Toby, it's my boy. So yeah, so I think so to answer your question, I think that he will move back, so he'll become much more of a deeper player, like Pirlo, Gerrard in his later days. That's my suspicion. Modric is still on the same level. Yeah, I definitely think so. I don't see why not. I think he will have to adapt, because physically he will oh wait, Jack, don't mean physically obviously he will degrade. But yeah, there's no reason why he can't keep going at this level for another 5 years, honestly. I think by the end of his career, at least in the Premier League, I do think we will be talking about him as the best midfielder in Premier League history. I do think he will overtake Gerrard. I think if he retired now, for me, he'd be number 3, at least. And yeah, I do think that relatively comfortably by the end of his career for City, we'll be talking about that. He's becoming a bit deeper recently anyway. Early days City Wolfsburg is more advanced than he is. Now, De Bruyne's a weird one. Even at Wolfsburg, he played on the wing quite frequently. In his early days at City, he played on the wing, and he played centrally. His best time at Pep was, under Pep, arguably was when he was more of a box-to-box. Dortmund head over. And nowadays, he's more of an advanced player compared to like a few years ago. But he varies, because De Bruyne does what he wants, because he's a beautiful man. So yeah, I feel like he won't go. I think he'll adapt his game though, Mo. That's the thing. In the same way that Gerrard did. Wouldn't surprise me if he becomes more of a deep line playmaker, because he does have the physicality, but doesn't necessarily need it. I don't think I've ever seen him dropping qualities found balls to Horn have been nothing but exactly, Shop. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Even if he lost the ability to run, he would still have so much value to offer. Oh, lovely play by Havertz. And he's played in... Oh, Pulisic just couldn't get in his stride. Havertz has had a brilliant game. But yeah, I can't agree with Lampard over Gerrard, though, Toby. I can't. I think De Bruyne's already overtaken Lampard. The only two players for me where he hasn't definitely overtaken them is Scholes and Gerrard. I think he's now overtaken David Silva as well. I've got David Silva over Lampard, by the way. I wouldn't be comfortable in saying David Silva over Scholes or Pulisic is offside there, surely. I mean, it's well wide anyway. Terrible finishing. Second coming of Einstein. You're damn right I am. 6 minutes of our time, by the way. Dortmund only need 1 goal, you know. They only need 1 goal. I think, even though I preferred Scholes, I do think that Gerrard's probably the better player. For me, Lampard is... For me... Oh, that's, again, outrageous play by Havertz. Pop in Pulisic for fun, or whatever you called. He doesn't find either of them. Wasn't talking about me. What the hell, Musty? Chelsea just go to the corner now. Or Havertz not able to do anything with it, though. Will, shut the fuck up. Oh, and Wolf is popping off against Chilwell, and they're having a fight, and the handbags are out. Fisticuffs in the 91st minute. Deary, deary me. When does De Bruyne's contract run out? I think it's in 2 years. Should we have a look? Kevin De Bruyne transfer marks. Let's have a look, see. His contract expires in 2025, so another 2 years. So he's obviously got this season, and he's got at least 2 more seasons. Who knows? He might sign an extension. You never know. How old is he? 31. So he might sign, like another year or 2. You never know. Yeah. So if we assume that he's, let's say for argument's sake, his career ends, then he'll have been at City for 10 years, a decade, which is mental. And yeah, assuming that De Bruyne's level doesn't just outrageously dip, I'll be very comfortable in saying he's the best ever midfielder in Premier history. Oh yeah, of course he is, Pros. Yeah, of course he is. I think he's now our best ever. I'm now. Oh, Belling with the ball in straight to Kepa though. I'm now comfortable in saying that. I am now comfortable in saying that De Bruyne is City's greatest ever player. For me, it was always David Silva. But I think De Bruyne has now overtaken him. It's close. But it's the thing. Potter prepared for the game perfectly. Indeed. Potter's had a very good game tactically, I think. Limited Dortmund's chances. They've been dangerous on the counter-attack, Chelsea. Dangerous whenever they come forward, in fairness. And as it stands, they are going through, and they deserve to go through, more importantly. They probably should have scored more goals. Remember that Koulibaly sitter? Come on, Pulisic. Look at Gallagher. Oh, Gallagher wanted it. Pulisic, just go to the corner now, mate. You're committed. He does indeed go to the corner. And Emre Can just pushes him to the floor. That's really funny. Bellingham doing his best Casper the Ghost impression. He has had a poor game, in fairness. Mo, it's a great question. We were talking about it earlier, actually. What are your thoughts on it, Mo? So we had discussed it at the start of the stream. Joe Hart was an outstanding City player. In his prime, he absolutely was. Totally was. Just a shame he was inconsistent in his later days. And, oh, Dortmund won a penalty. Not going to get it. I don't think. Jude simply can't do it in England, for God's sake. Process, it's not even that realistic. We weren't that... No, at Pros, absolutely. Absolutely. The goalkeeper is up for Dortmund. Guerrero with the ball in. Is there going to be some late drama? Emre Can, you've got to put the ball in the box now. You've only got 90 seconds. There's so much space for him. He's offside there, I think, isn't he? Oh, it's a shot from Wolf, but it's deflected and straight into the grateful hands of Kepa. What a shame for Dortmund, because they had so much space there, but they just weren't able to do anything. Oh, it's a good block by Fofana, but still. Oh. If I was Kepa, I'd boot it down the other end into an empty net, and it is. Havertz. Mo says, I think Salah has to be better. I would say Hazard was a better footballer for what it's worth. I think my conclusion was that if we're doing it based off the best version of the player, I would, so i.e. peak, I think Hazard. But if we're doing it based off prime, i.e. a series of seasons, you know, like a 3 to 5 year period, for me, it's Salah by a fair margin, because Hazard was sometimes went missing. Do you know what I mean? So that's my thoughts. If that makes sense. Chilwell was living in Wolf's head rent-free, yeah. They mostly say Chilwell was a Tory. He does look like one, doesn't he? I think Kukurea got booked as well in that. I don't like Kukurea's hair. It's a shame, because I normally like that sort of style. I don't know what it is. It's too bouncy. Not sure. It's not high enough. Sounds more efficient than Hazard, but Hazard as a player was... You can't put into words. Yeah, and that's what I mean by in terms of like the... If I like the better version of the player, I think I choose Hazard. But in terms of like a span, I would have Salah. If that makes sense. I don't know if that makes sense. I do think it's close either way, though. Yeah. It's tricky, isn't it? Because they're such different players. Salah's was obviously, it was and is, much more efficient. But you feel like maybe Hazard had more to his game at his best, potentially? Maybe? I'm not sure. I can see why you'd argue it either way, in fairness. Right, we're in the 7th minute now of injury time. Surely the ref's got to blow soon. Chelsea have deserved to win. I totally agree. Chelsea going through what? Says Josh. Yes, indeed. Is it Bellingham that's getting booked now? I don't know. Let's have a look at this. God, yeah, Bellingham with a bad challenge on Reece James. That just caps off a terrible night for Jude, sadly. I obviously want him to do well. Yeah, that was poor. From him, he is booked. And that is full time. There we go. Deservedly. Chelsea are through. Graham Potter. My boy. I can't wait to make my Graham Potter video. I'm going to talk about Östersunds. I can't wait. Yeah, the peak one is very debatable, I think, Mo. The prime one, for me, isn't debatable at all. Salah wins that really easily because Hazard just had some seasons where he down tools. But in terms of the player at their absolute best, which was the better footballer, I'm tempted to say Hazard. But it is. I can understand why you'd say Salah from the efficiency numbers. How can your own England teammate be your opposition bad? Challenged by Jude, indeed. But yeah, I can see why you take either peak, to be fair. This all-time Jude stinker, I really do have some bad news. Yeah, peak. I'd take peak Hazard, prime Salah. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's fine. But they're both fantastic players. Well, Hazard was. Not anymore. That's why again, prime. Salah's not had a proper drop. Really at Liverpool. Even in his bad season, he was never been bad. Hazard in his bad season was shit. And he's now shit. Nicholas, hope you have a good one too. We love that. It is a thing. By the way, guys, if you aren't, like following me on fucking Twitch and all that, Twitter and all that shite, and Instagram, go follow right now. Go follow. The link is right there. You know you want to do it. You know you want to. As I say, my future England manager. I'm going to do the Potter video. We're going to talk about Östersunds and Brighton. And it's going to be a beautiful time. Next Thursday, I think, TTV. Next Thursday. Probably. That will confirm that. Was Jude shit tonight? Sadly, Josh, he was very shit. He missed a sitter and didn't do anything. Which is a big shame. Because it's the most important game of Chelsea's season. And he wasn't good. But he's obviously still a fantastic player. Don't get that twisted. He's still brilliant. Yeah, I know you do, Will, you bastard. At least like my tweets. Help the algorithm, Will. Fraudster. Look at Graham. Look at him. I'd love him to be future City manager. I love Graham. My boy. I swear, I'm on the football terrace on Friday, and there better be a Chelsea fan on, and I want an apology. I want a written apology. My man, Graham Potter. My boy. Anyway. Guys, that was the end of the stream. Thank you so much for joining me. Tomorrow, we're doing a big game. Chelsea versus PSG. Sorry, Chelsea. Bayern Munich versus PSG. We'll start liking it. We'll help out your boy in the algorithm. Yeah, so that's a good thing, isn't it? Hopefully Bayern win that one. Because I like it when PSG get knocked out because I feel like people always overrate them. And I sort of like it when that happens, so it's funny. But yeah, guys, I will be back tomorrow for PSG versus Bayern Munich, which is in Germany. Bayern Munich currently winning 1-0. Until that point, I'll see you all next time. Goodbye, guys. Oh, last thing. If you aren't already doing so and would like to support your boy, allow me to continue making content for you guys, you can join for as little as £1 a month. Only £1 a month. The link is there. Any questions, hit me up on the DMs, or you can join and become a YouTube member by clicking the join button or the link in the video description for lovely perks and to support your lad. If you're new, click follow. Goodbye.